Hello, I just wanted to hope you're doing well. I just wanted to make this so that way you can watch it at your convenience and makes it a little easier for you. So I'm going to share the screen here to class link, which is what I've just been using to get into Illuminate. So we open Illuminate, that magic happens, right? Making magic happen. And I think you got to this part, down all the way to the bottom to the view favorites. Click, and it's this school closure attendance log or contact log. The codes are all up here, but when you close, or I'm sorry, when you go to the report, when we do this here to responses, it does not stay available, which was a problem for me. But I use T for taught for most of them who were either in the lesson or in Google Classroom working. I just put T for taught. And I use this other one for just to get an idea. I should have had this one open. But this one has those same codes here, which they're covered, but there's a better copy that Dr. Wright shared, but they're right here. It's just kind of hard to see. But I just use T for taught lesson. If I then have a a student who did nothing that day, or they didn't do the check-in, they didn't do the Zoom lesson, then I just put as class dojo or email or call, C for call, and leave message is LM. But so I'll open back the Illuminate. So that's the codes. And you have to go here, sorry, to the top, which is being covered a little. Right here to responses, click, and you go enter edit. Okay, responses, enter edit. And this is why I say the codes go away. You'd have to go back to that overview page, I believe. You go down, and just like the LPMs, here is the view type, right, where it has additional filters. If yours isn't open, then it usually is, but if it's open further like this, it's still down here, view type, but hopefully it looks like that. Students, if you put anything in this at all ever, you always have to go back to students with data, because once we filled in the sheet once, it's always back to with data. So we then find students, and their name should pop up, and then these are the dates at the top. I don't know what to do if you're missing a student, because they should match our rosters. But if you happen to see that a student's not there, or if you have too many students, you would have to probably ask Diana Nardi or somebody. But which is because I heard someone had like students that weren't theirs. But I mean, you just would not fill out the attendance for them. So this is my attendance for today. If I click it, and like I said, T means taught lesson. And instead of putting T, if you know all the way down like I had here, let's see if I could quickly delete all these. Won't let me. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's say this is the first time I'm filling it out. All of these kids are here. I could put T all the way down, but you also have that little box to drag. If you have used that in the LPM, that's a little easy tool, and it drags the T down. Here with the C, I call this parent. He does not have Class Dojo. He will not respond to my invitation. So I call him. In this case, I text message him, because calling, he's always at work. And then they say put the dashes in between, and these are all different codes that are on that are on here. And the page Dr. Wright had sent us that was a lot cleaner looking here, LM is on there as left message, right? So instead of putting in the comment, it says left message, it had that in there. And if the parent meets with you for some reason, you're supposed to put P for parent contact, but I've not run into that. And, this really is just a form they need, and I've been told numerous times just today, it's just for them to look for these students right here. And I did talk with this gentleman, and he told me he had no internet today, right? So then I just put that as a little message because that's what he told me. And in previous days, I've had students like this guy again. I called this parent, or I talked with this parent, messaged them, and the minute I messaged them, student completed work after parent contact. And they just kind of want these general bits of information so they know who they have to go look for. Like this guy here, Caleb James, has been working every single day. Today didn't work, so very likely that they're just out and about somewhere or something. But I just put the code in, and the district is supposed to deal with all of this because we do our due diligence by, I know all of us do, dojoing people, texting them, and trying to get hold of them. So, most of the time I end up with just a few, and I'm sure you do too. It's just them looking for those that we have zero contact with. And then they're taking that information. So I hope that helped. And if you have any other questions, you just, message me and let me know. And I hope everything's going well and you guys are doing all right. Yeah, have a good one. And I will talk with you later. Have a good weekend.